Percentages are often used to describe changes in prices or quantities. For example, the cost of healthcare went up by 9%. The budget was cut by 20%. A dress is on sale for 25% off. A mutual fund grew by 7%. These are examples of percent of increase or percent of decrease. The standard percent equation, amount is percent times base, will be used to answer questions related to the percent of increase or decrease. Let's look at the examples on page 72. Question 1. A dress originally costing $87 is on sale, 25% off. What is the new price of the dress? First, we find the amount in dollars the price of the dress will be reduced by. It's 25% of $87, which is 0.25 times 87, which is $21.75. So the new price of the dress is $87 minus $21.75, which is $65.25. So the new price of the dress is $65.25. There is another way of approaching this problem. The dress is 25% off, so the new price will be the original price, which is 100%, minus 25%, which is 75% of the original price. 75% of $87 is 0.75 times $87, which is $65.25. Example 2. In 1900, the U.S. life expectancy for males was 46.3 years. In 2004, the U.S. life expectancy for males was 75.2 years. What is the percent of increase of the life expectancy? First, we find the amount of increase in life expectancy. 75.2 years minus 46.3 years, which is 28.9 years. Now we have to figure out 28.9 years is which percentage of 46.3 years. We use the percent equation for this. So let x be the percent of increase. Then the percent is x. The base is 46.3. And the amount is 28.9. Amount is percent times base, so we get 28.9 years is x times 46.3 years, which is 46.3x years. Solving for x, remember that x is a percentage, we get x is 28.9 years divided by 46.3 years. Notice that years cancel out, and we get 0.6242. Converting this to a percentage by multiplying by 100 and inserting the percentage symbol, we get 62.42%. So the life expectancy increased by 62.42%. Question 3. A furniture store is selling a floor model for $700. The original price was $1,200. What is the percent of decrease of the price? First, we find the amount of decrease in price. $1,200 minus $700 is $500. Now we need to figure out what percentage $500 is of $1,200. We use the percent equation. So let x be the percent of decrease. Then the percent is x. The base is $1,200. And the amount is $500. Amount is percent times base, so we get $500 is x times $1,200, which is $1,200x dollars. Solving for x, remember that x is a percentage, we get x is $500 divided by $1,200. Notice that the dollars cancel out, and we find 0.4167. Converting this to a percentage by multiplying by 100 and inserting a percentage symbol, we get 41.67%. So the price was reduced by 41.67%. Question 4. A dress is marked down 20%. Since nobody buys the dress, the store owner marks down the price again, this time by 30%. What is the percent of decrease of the original price? The answer is not 50%, because the 30% markdown for the second time is of the reduced price already, not of the original price. Since we do not know the original price, we will give it a name. Let P be the original price. The dress is marked down 20%. The amount the price is reduced by is 20% of P, which is 0.2 times P. So the reduced price is now P, the original price, minus the reduction of 0.2 P, which is 0.8 P. This is the price after the dress is marked down 20%. We could have gotten this also by realizing that 20% off means 100% minus 20% is 80% remaining, and 80% of P is 0.8 P. Now the price is reduced by 30%. Notice that this is not 30% of the original price P, but 30% of the reduced price 0.8 P. The amount the price is reduced by is 30% of 0.8 P, which is 0.3 times 0.8 P, which is 0.24 P. So the final reduced price is 0.8 P minus 0.24 P, which is 0.56 P. Again, we could have gotten this by realizing that 30% off means 100% minus 30% is 70% remaining, and 70% of 0.8 P is 0.7 times 0.8 P, which is 0.56 P. Okay, so far we have that the original price was P and the reduced price is 0.56 P. That means that the price was reduced by P minus 0.56 P, which is 0.44 P, which we recognize as 44% times P, or 44% of P. So compared to the original price, the dress was 44% off. There is another approach. Namely, we give an actual value to the original price of the dress, say $100, because that will be very easy to compare percentages then. After we do the calculations, it turns out that the final price of the dress is $56. That means that the dress is off $44, which is 44% of $100.